Good afternoon, music lovers. It's Neil here. Lovely to see you all. Happy New Year. I hope this is coming across kind of clearly. If it's not, do comment and let me know. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Neil. I'm the creative director of the Music Centre, and we and the Music Centre obviously are running things a bit differently in the current crisis. I hope you're all staying safe and staying well. I hope that you're looking after each other and looking out for each other. And we really wanted to bring something to you that would be exciting and vibrant and a great way to kick off the semester. To get you engaged in music making and so you can feel good, so you've got like something to learn from. And while this semester is not going to look like we wanted it to look, it may well look very similar to last semester if we're lucky. These workshops that we've got lined up for Inspiration Week will give you so much fantastic information and enjoyment that you're going to hopefully take a lot away from it. In fact, I know you will. We've got a wonderful range of people. I'm delighted to be able to bring, Vicky and I were delighted to be able to bring so many incredible people. And this video today is just telling you all about it, really. Inspiration Week is open to any Winchester University student and staff. You don't have to be a member of our ensemble if you're a student or a staff. If you're a community member, you are welcome as long as you are already a member of one of our choirs, then you are welcome. Just look in the Facebook groups and you will find all the links and all those kind of things. If it goes really well and you would like to do more of it, then please do let us know. music.centre@winchester.ac.uk. Please do let us know. And, we'll endeavour to find more times to be able to repeat some of these things. And if enough non-university people want to do them, then, we can try reorganising some things. And maybe with entry fees, community members can help us cover the costs so we can, run more of them by clubbing together, something like that. But anyway, back to Inspiration Week, starting on the 10th of January, running to the 18th of January. I'm going to go through a couple of the highlights and a couple of the things that's going on for this fantastic, fantastic week. So it kicks off on Sunday with the wonderful Adam Bloss, who is our accompanist, music director or assistant music supervisor, I should say, for our song and showstoppers choir. He has done some incredible work in lockdown with other choirs, putting together lockdown videos. And our showstoppers choir wanted to do a version of You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen. And I know people love Dear Evan Hansen. And so we invite anyone to come and join us for Dear Evan Hansen lockdown version. Adam is a fantastic arranger and director and conductor. So this is open to all ensemble members, choirs and instrumentalists. There are fantastic horn and brass parts in the score. There are keyboard parts, there are string parts. If you want to be involved in the massed You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen, just come along on Sunday at 4 o'clock. The links are all over the place to how to get into the room. You don't have to just be a singer to join on that, because Adam is going to make bespoke parts for everybody who wants to be part of it. Guitarists, trumpeters, violinists, basses, sopranos, whatever it is, however you want to be involved. That's really, really exciting. On Monday, we have got Will Todd. We're big fans of Will Todd. We love his work. We've sung so much of his music, and we are so excited for Will to be able to come and lead a workshop for us on Monday evening. And before that, we've got Dr. Olu Taiwo, who's one of our fantastic performing arts lecturers. He's going to be presenting his work on the return beat. He's got an amazing way of thinking about music, which is so different to the Western approach. And if I'm going to paraphrase what he will explain way better than I, is in Western music, we go from one place to another. We have a narrative where we go. You know, we follow the story of the music. You know, you have a song and you've got a chorus and it goes from one place to the end, or a classical melody has an arc to it. The way his research and the way his approach to music, where I understand it, is rather than going from one place to another, you go cyclic and then round back to the beginning. So you get into this kind of loop of music making where you're not going anywhere, you're just enjoying being in the music, and that's how you can groove, by being really in the music. So that's all about African drumming and about his approach through his research. So do come along on that on Monday, and I believe he's going to be starting a sort of a live video project for our lockdown times as well, so I do come along to that. On Tuesday we have got some fantastic jazz, and I wanted to share with you oh, that's my son, a video. Let's get, oh, that's the wrong video. Come on, Neil. Where is it? Da, 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 da. Okay, so we've got two fantastic jazz musicians coming along on Tuesday. We've got Dan Mar-Molinero and the drummer James Ashdown. This is James in the screen right now. You can see him above me right there. He's the drummer there, and the tenor sax player is Dan Mar-Molinero, who arranged and directed this performance from Southampton that I found. So have a listen to this and you'll hear what it's all about. James's session is going to be about groove, about how you can groove as a drummer, not just about jazz, but about all styles, like how to really kind of get in. So if you're interested in rhythm and about how to lock in with other musicians, even if you're a singer, come along to that one, because that's all about ensemble skills. And Dan's session is going to be about an introduction to improvisation. So how you can take a few notes and use them as building blocks to make stuff up. We have a big block about improvisation in our Western approach to classical music. Those of us who trained in the classical world, we don't see it as a selection of things that we can just, you know, pick out like you're cooking. You know, you're going to use this ingredient and that ingredient, just like freestyling. You can use a D, an F and a G. Those three notes work, so let's go around those three notes. So Dan's going to show us through his fantastic experience as a jazz composer, sax player and educationalist. He teaches jazz. He's the head of jazz at Southampton University. So just have a listen to, oh, there we go. Have a listen to this. That's Dan in the grey suit on the left-hand side of your screen. This is from The Birth of Cool by Miles Davis. Lovely grooves. Nice. Nice, great stuff. That was a really cool gig that I was lucky enough to be at in Baffy, which was it's a pizza place in Southampton, and we did a live gig there, and with something called Southampton Playlist, and it was really cool. So Dan arranged all that music, did versions of it, and James was the drummer. So they're both fantastic people. So if you're interested in jazz, even if you're not a member of Jazz Collective, but especially if you are a member of Jazz Collective, or you know someone who is, please do come along. You know, you will learn something from these people. That's fantastic. So now when we get to Wednesday, let me kind of go through. So let me get this. So we have shown you what's happening on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Now Wednesday, we've got the fantastic Francesca Terberg for our klezmer folk music session. She is a wonderful cellist. I've known her for maybe 10 years, perhaps. Crikey, is it that long? She ran a folk ensemble that I was a part of when I really got into this kind of klezmer and Eastern European music, and she's such a brilliant cellist. Do Google her, Francesca Terberg. She's going to run a fantastic session on Wednesday afternoon, followed by Hannah Williams. Now, I know so many people are excited about this. So Hannah is my predecessor, and she's worked at the university for so long. She was a student here. She became the creative director of the Foundation Music, and then was helped it change into the Music Centre. And now she's on The Voice UK. Who watched her on Saturday? I did, and I absolutely loved it. And we're so excited that Hannah agreed to do this workshop, which is called Performing Like a Boss. Who better to do that? That's on Wednesday afternoon. And for those of you who didn't watch her on Saturday in The Voice, got a treat for you. Here she is, Hannah Williams, live on the television. She is doing this workshop for us. That's Hannah. Hashtag Team Hannah. Sing it, Hannah. Here we go. Isn't it amazing? So if you want to learn from Hannah, who has been a professional singer for 20 years, come along to this session on Wednesday afternoon. Wow. Boom. Team Tom. Go, Hannah. Shout out to Hannah. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Give me goosebumps. That was really exciting on Saturday. So delighted for that. Now, who else have we got? Now, we're really excited because we've got 4 workshops from Voces 8 and Apollo 5 and the Voces 8 Foundation. I'm so thrilled because Paul Smith, who's the CEO of the Voces 8 Foundation, him and I were at university together, and we released an album together in 2019, which is called Reflections. Google Paul Smith Reflections, and you can hear his compositions and my compositions together. Really beautiful, really, really proud of that work. And Voces 8 and Apollo 5 are international touring choirs, and we have 4 workshops from their foundation. And as part of it, they're giving us a 2-week access after the Inspiration Week to their digital academy. So that's really exciting as well. So you can get loads of resources and things from that. We've got Paul launching things off at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, which is using your voice creatively. So this is partly aimed at those of you who are doing primary education and want to get some more skills on how to do music in a primary school. Also, if you're an alumni and you're wanting to get some more, then, you know, come along to that, because we're welcoming alumni as well back to these things. So Paul is doing that session. And then we have Andrea and Katie, who Andrea is the soprano 1 and Katie is alto 1 from Voces 8. And they're going to be leading an upper voices focus. So that's for high frequency, but also anyone who's interested, you know, come along if you can. And then on Friday, Greg Link, who is the bass baritone in Apollo 5, their sister choir, 5-piece sister choir. And Greg leads brilliant workshops. I've done so much education work with Greg. He's a lovely guy and he really, really knows his stuff. And he will give you loads and loads to work with. And then Blake on Saturday, Blake Morgan is one of the most talented musicians I've ever met. He can do crazy things with his voice. He knows everything about style, singing with style, and you will learn so much about tone and blend and all these kind of things. All of them will feature Q&As as well, so you can ask questions as you go. And in order to get you in the mood for the Voces experience, I've got some clips to share with you. Dun, dun, dun. So, tell you what, let's go with this one first. Oh man, this is gorgeous. This is from their album Enchanted Isle, Voces 8, Enchanted Isle. Have a listen to this. Just listen to the blend. Oh man, you guys need to listen to that. Go onto their YouTube channel, Voces 8, and get some Voces 8 in your life. Now, Paul's session. So, what's happening here? Well, Paul is one of the best workshop leaders I've worked with, certainly vocally. He knows so much and led workshops all over the world. And we're just going to watch a little bit of a version of an African song called Baskili, that's right, that he put together and they use in their creative work. And you'll hear, if you're thinking about or you're interested in primary education or workshopping or how to lead a choir with a community, this is something you can, because you'll listen to the way they make soundscapes and then the way they bring different elements of singing together to make a whole. So have a listen to this. 2, 3, so you've got this kind of bicycle-y rhythm, and it's very simple bass line. Physical actions to kind of get people engaged, and then a call and answer. This will look brilliant in a primary school. And then bringing in a counter melody, a tune in. That's Rob, who's now since left Voces 8 actually. And in the middle there, you'll see Greg, who is from Apollo 5, who's leading the lower voices workshop. He's the guy singing the bass line in the centre with the dark blue shirt on. And Blake is playing the drum, because he's a professional percussionist as well. Of course he is. Nice, gorgeous stuff. They love their education work in Voces 8, and they love working with up-and-coming musicians. So, you know, we hope you're absolutely going to love that. All right, what else have we got? So, we've then got some music theatre focused things. On Friday, Alexandra Burns, who's a student at the university, but she's also a professional performer, she is performed, and you'll see, once you've seen the portfolio of workshops, you'll see that she has done some fantastic work as a professional music theatre performer, and she is going to do a session that's all about music theatre audition prep and life after graduation. So for those of you who are really interested in taking music theatre further or music further into a professional context, come along to that session. And then on the Saturday at 1 o'clock, Gary Jordan, who is the regular Zazu and stand-in Scar for the Lyceum Theatre Lion King, as well as many things. He's been a lot on CBeebies as well. He's done lots of voiceover work. He's a really fantastic musical theatre performer. And he is going to give us an insight into West End performing, a Q&A on what to do and how to go about it and what is interesting. So yeah, I hope that's enjoyable, and I'm sure it will be. And then for those of you who are on our music production and performance courses, and for those of you who are interested in composing, I've got a thing that's popped up on my screen. We've got on Thursday the 14th, we've got some interesting sessions. Let me get some other videos up for you. So first of all, this is Thursday afternoon. We've got Hugh White. Now Hugh, this is Hugh here, he is a film, TV, library composer, and he has this incredible home studio that he works from. Go and check out his website, hughwhite.com, and he is actually an award winner. He won the best score at 2019 film festivals all over the place with this score from a film called Epiphany. So have a listen to this. So Hugh wrote this basically at home. using samples and music production and all those kind of things. Nice. So Hugh has got some really great stuff. He's got a brilliant SoundCloud. Yeah, this is, oh, I didn't want to go there. I wanted to play it in there, but it's not going to let me. Okay, no worries. Now, so that's Hugh White. Fantastic. And then we've got Keeper's Brew. Now, Keeper's Brew are made up of Graham May, who's on the right of your screen, and Stu Brewer. Graham is a producer, bass player, drummer, percussionist, and Stu is a guitar impresario. He is absolutely, they're both fantastic, and I'm gonna play you some of their music, but they're gonna do us like a webinar about how they produce their music together, how Graham makes the samples and the beats and the sound world, and how Stu adds this kind of crunching, crazy guitar work to it, and how they produce this kind of psychedelic sound world. Really excited to this. So, and Keeper's Brew toured all over the place. Stu is a regular demonstrator at NAMM, the fantastic guitar show in the US. He's a Vignier guitar ambassador, I guess, as well as an incredible teacher, and he has dreadlock beard. So, you know, what's not to like? So have a listen to some of Keeper's Brew. God love the internet. And these guys are tech wizards, so the quality of their stream for this session will be super, super high. So rather than mine that's fuzzing in and out, these guys will be all over it. It's going to be great. I'm going to skip forward a bit. About there. Let's get a different track on. They've got a new EP out called Flies in the Kitchen, and some of the tracks have got MC Spee from Dreadzone on it, and they're brilliant. This is their title track from the EP, Flies in the Kitchen. All right, so that is going to be brilliant. That's Keeper's Brew. I'm so thrilled that they have made time to come along. We've got on Tuesday the 19th, we've got Adam Phillips from the Southern Ukulele Store. He is going to be doing a fantastic ukulele workshop. And then on Sunday the 17th, we have got Patrick Bailey, who's one of my colleagues at the Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra. If you don't know, I'm as well as wearing my hat at the university as creative director, I'm an associate musician of the Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra. I've been one of those for nearly 6 years now. In fact, it'll be 6th anniversary coming up now. So as associates, we lead education work across the South and Southwest in all kinds of areas. And Patrick is one of my colleagues at the BSO. And I wanted to bring them in because Patrick is brilliant. He is a composer, a conductor, and workshop leader. He's going to be running a really fantastic interactive instrumental workshop based around a piece called In C by Terry Riley. And he's going to get you to listen and focus and make a really good sound, and then maybe do a little bit of home recording and then send that in, and then he's going to put it back together. So there's a little break where he puts things together, and then he's going to kind of play back, and then people are going to comment. It's going to be this really interesting back and forth. I've not done work like that, and I'm really excited because I know Patrick does it so brilliantly. So come along to that. That's on the 17th in the morning. And then in the afternoon on Sunday the 17th, we've got sessions from woodwind player, string and brass player from the BSO. I'm delighted to be able to say that Tom, who's a cellist in the BSO, will be leading the string session. Tammy, who's a bassoonist in the BSO, she's first bassoon, she's going to be leading the woodwind session. And then Andy Cressy, who is the tuba player in the BSO, he will be leading the brass session. And those sessions are all about how you can really make a great sound, how you can get to the next kind of step of playing, some tricks and tips about how to, improve your tone or increase your ensemble skills and things like that. I'm really excited for those sessions on that Sunday. As an instrumentalist myself, as a classically trained string player myself, I'm really excited to see who can get, and it's not just for classical players. If you're a jazz trumpeter and you want to come along to the brass session, that's absolutely fine. Or if you're a guitarist and you want to come along to the morning session with instrumental, then that would be absolutely brilliant. So there we've got Inspiration Week. The booklet is available, so it's got details and blogs and how you can engage with people, their Instagrams, their Facebook pages, their websites. So all of that stuff is available. So have a look on there once you found this brochure. And we look forward to welcoming you for Inspiration Week. Keep an eye on our Facebook for any updates. We're going to be having chats with featured artists at various points on Facebook Live to kind of get you excited about what's going on. Please share it around if you're an ensemble member or an ensemble leader. Get people excited. Find YouTube clips of the people and what they do. Share Hannah's videos around. Share Botcher's 8 stuff around. Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra. All those things. Oh, there's one person I've forgotten. I can't believe it. So, Josh Robinson. Sorry, Josh. Where are you? Josh Robinson. So on Saturday morning on the 16th, Josh is an alumni and he runs Free the Voice. I've had singing lessons with Josh. He ran a fantastic healthy singing workshop day for us last year, and I'm really pleased he's got some time to share what he knows about vocal health with us on a Saturday morning. So that will all be about how to look after your voice, how to work by yourself to give longevity, and then how to get your choirs to sing with good vocal health. And every time I've done anything with Josh, I've always gone away feeling like I've learned something important. He explains things really simply in ways that make total sense. So that's Saturday morning with Josh. Sorry about that, Josh. I went so excited and jumping around that I forgot to come back to you. So there we go. So we've got all these sessions lined up for you. Really excited. Any questions, music.centre@winchester.ac.uk, or if you know Vicky or I, you can message us or email us. Help us by sharing these around. Get excited about them if you can, because we always find with these events that if a number of people say, yeah, I'm going to go, and message it around, then that really helps people to kind of make the time and to want to come. And if there are students who are outside of the music centre on music production course, music theatre courses, please do share with them and with the staff. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about what's going on with the music centre? Because we really want to share this. And this is stuff that the music centre, we are paying for out of our budget, bringing these professionals in. And if you are a music theatre student or a singing student, or production student, primary education, if you just love music for the sake of loving music and you want to get some more skills, then these are a free week of workshops that we are putting on for you to help you get the most out of your first week back. And obviously, if you're not traveling back, if you're on the other side of the world, I know one of our students I was messaging is in the States. So Jonathan, shout out to you. And many of you are in Norway. These are all online. So, please come along and join in as much as you can. If you've got nothing else to do, just stick on the workshop, stick on the link. And it's the same room, no matter which one that we're doing. We're hoping to record as many of them as we're allowed to. It depends on the artists. That wasn't stipulated at the beginning of the agreement, but I'm hoping that many will, so you can kind of rewatch. That's a fingers crossed. That's not a promise. That's a hope. Okay, so thanks. Shout out to all the artists and musicians who are going to be involved, and to Vicky for all her help putting this together, and for all of your support and help in the Music Centre. So there we go. That was a nice half an hour ramble about Inspiration Week. I hope you get the vibe that I'm excited, and there we go. So I look forward to seeing you, and yeah, I'm going to say bye-bye. Have a good day. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Stay safe. Keep spreading the love. Keep spreading the music. Keep enjoying listening to music, enjoying what's going on, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.